Most of you out there are probably already aware that George Zimmerman is attempting to sell the kel-tec pistol that he used to shoot Trayvon Martin. Now, a lot of people have been sending me emails asking me, what do I think of this? Do I think he should be allowed to do this? Do I think he should be allowed to even own guns? Do I support this in any way? All those questions. Well, he's trying to sell the gun for like $5,000 as a starting bid for a kel-tec. Anyone that pays $5,000 for a kel-tec is probably wearing a special helmet and writing checks made out of like Swiss cheese, because I can't imagine any thinking person would actually do that. But if someone did want to buy it for the historical reasons, I guess, I'm okay with that. If they want to do it, I find it morally reprehensible, but it's their right. And most of you know, I've never been a George Zimmerman fan. I wasn't a fan of him during the trial, I'm not a fan of him now. During the trial, I agreed with the fact that he wasn't found guilty because there just wasn't enough evidence. You don't convict people on whether you think they did something wrong or whether they did something stupid to create the situation they were in. You can't judge somebody like that. So even though I didn't like George Zimmerman, I didn't believe he should be found guilty. But I thought he was a complete and total scumbag, and his behavior ever since the trial has pretty much borne me out on that opinion. But scumbag or not, he has a right to sell his own private property. He was found not guilty. His private property was returned to him. He now has the right to do whatever he wants with it as long as he's within the law. And there's no law against him selling his own private gun. And I'm totally okay with him owning guns because he's never been convicted of a crime. You can't go around telling people you can't own a gun just because we think you're a bad person. Until they're convicted, they have all their rights. And just being a jackass isn't a criminal offense. So you can't take someone's rights away just for being a jackass. So even though I totally disagree with it morally, I would not want to be the person who bought it. I would not be a person who would profit off something like this, like Zimmerman. So I think the whole thing is morally reprehensible, but I completely support his right to sell it and someone else's right to buy it. Although I don't know if he's going to have much luck selling it because everywhere he tries, deletes his ads. Gunbroker deleted his ad, and then some other gun group said that they would sell it, and then they deleted his ad and said they didn't want to be associated with it, and now I can't even get on their website. So everybody he's tried to sell it with has went, nope, we don't want anything to do with it. And I'm sure that's a business decision, saying they don't want to be associated with him because all the negativity that has come to them since they have agreed to list his product. And I'm sure that's just a good business decision. I mean, they don't want to be associated with him. They don't want their business associated with this guy or anything he's ever done. And I totally support that. They have every right to not let him sell his gun on their site. He has no constitutional right to use their site. And if you're one of these people who are like, his First Amendment only applies to the government restricting your free speech, not a private entity. Private entities can tell you, shut your mouth on my site or get out of my house if you want to say that. People have the right to tell you, I don't want to hear it. And these private businesses are telling him, we don't want to hear it and we definitely don't want to be associated with it. So let the asshole try to sell it. And if someone wants to be an asshole enough to buy it, let them. I don't care. But as far as I'm concerned, all these places that are saying you can't sell it on our site are doing the right thing.